Have you ever stopped to think that, at this very moment, you might not be alone? It may seem like a hard idea to believe, but angels, the messengers of God, are constantly around us, guiding, protecting, and revealing the divine presence. And no, this is not something mystical or reserved for just a few people. We all, at some point, have experienced clear signs, but often we ignore them. The truth is that these signs are not subtle. They can be felt in the body, perceived in a change of energy, or even in a sense of peace that arises out of nowhere. But what few people know is that these signs are within your reach right now, at this very moment. What you may have interpreted as mere coincidence could, in fact, be a powerful message from God. And the most interesting part? Many of these signs are physical, like a gentle breeze or an unusual warmth during prayer. Want to discover if the angels are by your side? Keep watching and find out the 7 signs that clearly and directly reveal their presence. During a deeper prayer, it is common for some people to report a sensation of warmth that seems to come from within, as if they are being enveloped by a gentle and comforting flame. This should not be ignored or seen as trivial. This warmth is often associated with the presence of God's messengers, the angels, who are described in many religious traditions as beings of flaming fire. When warmth unexpectedly fills the body during meditation or prayer, it can be a sign that the presence of God is closer than we imagine. This warmth, far from being uncomfortable, brings a sense of peace that transcends logical understanding. Imagine an intense moment of prayer where everything around seems to dissolve, and then, as if someone has lit a spiritual candle beside you, a subtle warmth spreads throughout your body. This is not mere coincidence, but possibly the revelation of a message from God, manifested by His celestial messengers. It is in that moment that faith in God is strengthened, for we physically feel what we often seek only in spirit. If someone experiences this sensation, it is important to be attentive and remain in prayer. It is at this moment that the person can open themselves to receive even more messages from God, divine guidance, and profoundly impact their life. Practice that can enhance this experience is silent meditation right after prayer, allowing the enveloping warmth to reveal the divine presence even further. And who knows, soon after, other signs may manifest. In moments when everything seems lost, when physical or emotional weakness dominates, it is precisely then that God's messengers draw near, offer support. In the midst of difficulties, a sudden strength may take hold, something that is not the result of our own effort, a divine gift. Just as angels ministered to Jesus during his trials in the desert, they also appear in our lives when we are about to give in, bringing an unexpected renewal of energy. This strength is a clear sign of God's presence, acting through his messengers. If you've ever been in a state of total exhaustion and suddenly found the strength to continue, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine a person who, at the height of fatigue, feels they cannot take another step. Then, as if an invisible hand lifts them, they rise and move forward. This type of strength does not come from ourselves. It is a response to our faith in God and our surrender in prayer. Angels are sent to strengthen us in these crucial moments, helping us endure what seemed unbearable to our eyes. When this happens, it is important to recognize that we are not alone, even if the situation seems too difficult. In those moments, instead of doubting, embrace the revelation. The strength that arises amidst weakness is a message from God, reminding us that He is by our side. And this is just another sign of His intervention. But could there be something even more subtle for us to perceive? In the midst of our routine or during an intense prayer, a sudden flash of light may catch our attention, seemingly without reason. This phenomenon, often described in spiritual accounts as a manifestation of angels, who are made of light. Think of Saul, who in a single moment had his life transformed by a light from heaven, revealing God's presence in a powerful way. These flashes are like small revelations, as if the very divine light is trying to capture our attention. You may have experienced something like this, perhaps while praying or meditating, when suddenly an unexpected light appeared, even if just for a second. This can happen so subtly that many ignore it, but it is a clear message from God, a sign that something is being revealed. This manifestation of God's messengers reminds us that the spiritual world is closer than we think, always surrounding us, waiting for the right moment to intervene in our lives. Pay attention to these signs. They do not appear by chance and may indicate that something greater is about to happen. Instead of looking away, allow yourself to embrace this light, knowing that it carries a direct message from heaven. And thus, a simple light can be the beginning of an even deeper journey. Soon, other signs may appear, and you may even feel them in your own body. During moments of deep spiritual connection, whether in prayer or meditation, many people report feeling a slight tingling, almost as if energy flows through their body. This phenomenon is often linked to the presence of God's messengers, who approach silently but with a tangible presence. These sensations, which can be exhilarating, are a revelation that something divine is near. When we feel those chills, it is a clear sign that the presence of God is manifesting around us in a sensitive way. Imagine yourself in a moment of silent prayer, seeking answers or inner peace. Suddenly, your body responds with a shiver, a gentle current that rises up your spine. This type of sensation should not be underestimated, as it is a manifestation that divine messengers are nearby, confirming your direct connection to the spiritual realm. It's as if you are tuning into God's frequency, where His messages can be perceived not only spiritually, but also physically. When you feel these signs, remain in His presence. Meditation can be an excellent way to prolong this sensation, allowing God's message to reveal itself more deeply. The tingling may be the prelude to a greater experience, an encounter with something that transcends the material. Perhaps this sensation is an invitation to notice other signs, such as a joy that arises from nowhere, something unexpected that soon becomes present. After a moment of prayer or meditation, an unexpected joy may arise, a lightness in the heart that seems to come from nowhere. This joy, which transcends the worries of daily life, is often associated with angelic presence. God's messengers bring with them a sense of peace and comfort that, when felt, is as if God's very presence is embracing the soul. No matter how difficult the day has been, this sudden joy can transform even the heaviest moment into an opportunity for divine revelation. It's like that feeling you experience after a deep prayer, when faith in God intensifies. A smile begins to emerge without explanation, and an internal peace takes the place of worries. This is God's message being transmitted by His messengers, a reminder that, regardless of circumstances, you are supported. This joy is not something to be forced. It simply happens, revealing a direct connection to the divine. When you feel this unusual joy, take the opportunity to express gratitude. This is the perfect moment to thank God for His presence and for all the blessings, even those that have yet to manifest fully. This sensation is a reminder that, even without seeing or hearing, angels are by our side, comforting us. And sometimes, during these moments of profound joy, we may feel that our own language changes. There are moments of prayer so deep that human words seem insufficient to express the intensity, a spiritual connection. In these moments, it may happen that a new language emerges, as if we are speaking directly with God's messengers. This spiritual tongue, often described as the language of angels, is a manifestation of faith in God so profound that it transcends intellect. It's as if the very soul is communicating with the divine presence, without the need for comprehensible word. This experience can be surprising, but it is a clear sign that you are in tune with something much greater. Think of moments of prayer when, all of a sudden, the words flow in a way you didn't plan, a spiritual language that seems to come from within, spontaneous and filled with emotion. This is more than a simple manifestation of faith. It is a revelation that the angels are by your side, guiding you in this communication with God. It is not something that can be forced, but rather a natural response to the divine presence. If you experience this, do not be afraid. Allow yourself to be carried by this spiritual flow, trusting that this is a message from God and that He is in control. This special connection is a sign that your faith is at a deeper level, where the Spirit communicates directly with the divine. And as you surrender to this experience, it may be that, subtly, a gentle breeze touches your face. During moments of prayer or meditation, feeling a gentle breeze, even in a closed environment, can be a sign that God's messengers are present. This breeze, almost imperceptible, carries an energy that calms, as if bringing with it the healing and peace of God. It is not something to be ignored or considered mere coincidence. It is a revelation of a divine presence, a reminder that the angels are by our side, guiding our steps with the lightness of a breeze. Imagine yourself in a moment of deep reflection or prayer, when suddenly a breeze softly touches your face, even without any windows open. This subtle touch may seem insignificant, but it is a clear sign of God's presence. The angels, his messengers, use this lightness to bring comfort, a message from God that tells us not to worry, as we are being cared for. This sensation is not just physical, it is spiritual, and it is there to remind us that, even in difficulties, God's calm is always within reach. Embracing these moments is essential to strengthen our faith in God. When you feel this breeze, stop, take a deep breath, and allow peace to fill your being. It is in these moments that the answers we seek may come, bringing clarity and healing to our worries. And so, in an almost invisible way, we are touched by the divine presence, reaffirming that we are never alone. These signs are all around us, ready to be perceived and recognized. Now that you know the 7 signs indicating the presence of angels by your side, how will you act from now on? Will you continue to ignore these messages from God, or will you open yourself to the revelation and allow your faith in God to grow? Think about how many times you felt something different and didn't pay attention, but now you know that these signs are real. They are divine touches. The question that remains is, what will you do from now on, knowing that the spiritual realm is so close? Angels are here to guide, protect, and strengthen you. Will you continue in the same routine, or will you delve deeper into meditation, prayer, and open your eyes to perceive these signs more clearly? With these answers, you hold a new path to follow, full of hope and purpose. And remember, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue receiving more knowledge about these mysteries. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life.